Did you see that intro? Looks half professional, don't it? Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome to Star Wars Galaxy. My name is RJ, and it has been a while, hasn't it? But I'm back, and we're going back to the whole Galaxy Overview series that I started a while ago. I had originally planned on canceling it, but it ended up doing well, so here we are. Let's start first with the colonies. They are the area directly surrounding the core, and are called that because they were the first area colonized by the core worlds after the invention of hyperspace travel. Believe it or not, it was actually the Duros who invented hyperspace travel in Legends. You'll notice that each layer in the galaxy is going to be named as if it was the farthest one from the core. This is because each area was always a frontier when it got discovered, since the galaxy always explored outwards from the core. Some of the important planets include Fondor, which was an important shipyard planet only surpassed by Corellia and Kuat, Aveneto, where the Aveneto species is from, Deveron, where the Deveronians are from, Neimoidia, where the Neimoidians are from, and at this point you should start to sense a pattern about planet and species names in Star Wars. And while we're on the topic of bad names and Neimoidians, let's talk about Cato Neimoidia. You may remember it for some business there that didn't count, or for being the planet where Plo Koon died. It was also in the Clone Wars for a bit. If you want to find out more about that business and why it doesn't count, you can check out the book it's featured on, which is called Labyrinth of Evil, on Audible. I don't have a free trial for you or anything, but yeah, it's on there, so if you want, you can check it out. It's pretty good. Fun fact, that was the first Star Wars book I ever read, actually. But back to Cato Neimoidia. It was not actually the homeworld of the Neimoidians. It was what was known as a Purse world. Purse worlds were basically just Neimoidian colonies. Cato Neimoidia is the only one in canon, but in Legends there was also Deco Neimoidia and Kuru Neimoidia. And yes, they do all end in Neimoidia.
Let's see, I wonder how many... Oh, jeez.
In general, the colonies were all very wealthy planets, although this stemmed less from being the galaxy's hub of culture, technology, and politics, like the core, and more from being centers of industry and trade. The colonies were the primary link between the more resource-heavy rim and the core, so many of the planets that were located on major hyperspace routes were centers for trade. You can kind of think of the colonies as the upper middle class part of the galaxy. The core is obviously the top 1%, and the rim worlds, for the most part, would be the lower classes and poverty-stricken worlds. Next up is the Inner Rim, which was originally called the Rim, but continued exploration outward caused the second and third iterations of the Rim as well. While less rich than the colonies, the Inner Rim was generally well off in the galaxy. They existed as kind of middle-class area. Some of the notable planets include Onderon, which is where Saw Gerrera is from, Manan, which is an ocean planet similar to Kamino, and home to not the Mananians, but the Selkath species. It was also the source of Kulto in Legends. Kulto was the precursor to Bacta in the Old Republic times. Yagdul was also in the Inner Rim, which is the home of the Given species, and Tanab, which was the site of the Battle of Tanab that Lando Calrissian won. Jakku was also in the Inner Rim as well, in a section called the Western Reaches. This was basically the part of the galaxy that was sort of in the Galactic West. Yeah, that's about as far west in the known galaxy as we get until we start talking about the unknown regions. In Legends, the Inner Rim was less prosperous than the colonies because the colonies had already been partly established by the time the Galactic Republic was founded. The Inner Rim, however, came after, and as such, they were looked down upon by the core and even the colonies, who liked to think that they were a part of the core since some of the planets in the colonies were founding members of the Republic. Ironically enough, the Inner Rim itself looked down upon the rest of the more edgeward parts of the galaxy. And that about wraps it up. Let me know if you want me to continue the series or move on to something different. If anything you want to be explained in this matter, or any plot holes you would like me to explain, let me know in the comments and I'll probably make a video on it. Meanwhile, I have a Twitter you can follow. I'm going to try to be more active on it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and please share this video with your friends. Bye.